Are you sick and tired of always stretching your hip flexors day after day, but never seeing any improvement? Newsflash, your hip flexors shouldn't feel like steel cables. However, what most people don't realize is that their tight hip flexors are actually caused by a lack of strength and control on them. Stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to strengthen those hip flexors so you can say goodbye steel cables. Hey guys, Coach Pippin here, and over the last 15 years, I've helped over 1,000 professional, collegiate, and everyday athletes move, feel, and perform at their highest level. And for years, we've been told that in order to counteract all of the sitting we do, we must constantly stretch our hip flexors right here. Unfortunately, this doesn't work as well as we think it does. If you try to stretch a muscle or tissue that is weak, the nervous system will feel threatened and in response will clamp down even harder to protect you. I like to think of tight muscles like a chain on a necklace that gets all knotted up. Now my wife can attest to the fact that there's nothing worse than trying to get that thing out. But what happens when you pull on that chain? The knot gets tighter, right? Well, same goes for tight muscles. The more you sit there and stretch it, the more your nervous system will lock it down. So what's the solution? Instead of going right into stretching your pissed off tissue, we must first strengthen it. And then the nervous system will allow us to start stretching it. So think of this exercise as detangling the knot in your chain. Now the simplest way to do this is with isometrics. Isometrics allow us to develop strength at a particular position without causing any inflammation. So if you have some tissue that's a little pissed, isometrics are your new best friend. Now for this, you're going to need something similar to this toothbrush holder. I know it's a strange object, but other objects that would work are like a thick magic marker, or you know those like rolling massage sticks. Basically anything that's under about 1 inch in diameter. So you don't want it any bigger than that kind of circle between my thumb. So the next thing you're going to want is you're going to want something like a firm surface. So if you got really thick carpet, plush carpet, that doesn't work too well, the harder the surface, the better, because we want that kind of biofeedback. So to begin, you're going to lay flat on your back, and you're going to take your object and you're going to put it right behind your belly button in your lower back. So once you have it there, now we're going to go what we call kiss the stick. So what this is doing is I'm trying to divorce my spine from my hip so I can really just focus on what my hip is doing. Because if I took this thing out, I could probably pull my knee all the way to my face. But if I keep that stick there, that's what I'm limited to before I start to crush that stick, and I don't want to do that. So with my knees at 90 degrees, take your hands, put them on your ribs. And so right now, with your abdominals, use them to push your spine down onto that object, whatever it is. Put 1 pound of pressure on there and just kind of feel that. You should feel your abs turn on. And then now, using the tissue along the backside of your spine, come off of that without your ribs moving. So I'm just barely coming off, so there's no pressure on the stick. Let's go down, kiss that stick, hold it, and then right back up. It's a very micro movement. Let's do 3 more times to make sure we got it. Back up, 2 more. Notice I'm not really moving all that much. Like if you're watching me, you can probably barely see I'm doing anything. That's the point. Down, last one, and now I want to maintain 1 pound of pressure on that stick. So as we go through this drill, don't increase that pressure whatsoever. So I'm going to do my left leg for this, guys. If your other side's tight, obviously you're going to repeat this sequence, but I'm just going to show you guys the left leg today. So from here, I want to actively pull my left knee as close to my chest as possible without putting more pressure on that stick. So this is my active hip flexion. I want to make sure I'm at my end range because that's where we get the most work done. Take my left hand, put it just below the knee, and from here, I'm going to drive my knee up into my hand into my knee. It's like 2 immovable objects, and I'm going to feel this tissue right here lighten up like crazy. We're going to go for 10 seconds and begin. 10, 9, keep 1 pound of pressure on that stick. 7, 6, keep crushing, feeling this tissue. 5, 4, 3, 2, don't move, just relax. Let's go find that 1 pound of pressure here. We're going to go 2 more rounds of 10. And engage. Knee up into the hand into the knee at your end range. 10, 9, 8, 7, turn that volume up. 6, 5, it should be burning. 4, 3, 2, relax, don't move. Last one, here we go. 1 pound of pressure, crush the hand, knee to hand, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Ooh, that burns. You should almost kind of be on the verge of a cramp there. So, I love doing this movement usually about 2 or 3 times per week with at least 1 day in between. So to start out with that, perform 1 round of 3 by 10 seconds like we just did. And then you can start to progress by increasing your time from 10 seconds to 15 seconds, 20, 25, and eventually 30 seconds, which let me tell you is brutal. Because that small tissue there just lights up very, very quickly. So the next time your hip flexors feel just a little tight, start doing these isometrics to get them to loosen up. Now, if you want to take it a step further and work on preventing these tight muscles from even happening, check out the link below where I share my 3 must-have mobility exercises that includes my all-time favorite hip mobility exercise. It's completely free, so check it out. So once you've tried today's exercise, comment below to let me know how it went. We've got a ton of content coming out weekly for you guys to help you be strong and be mobile. And if you don't want to miss it, be sure to subscribe and turn on any notifications. And we'll see you next time.